hello. So, I'm going to die now before Christmas this week because I don't have a choice because there is no help there. I've tried everything. I've really tried. Yesterday I went to Chester and I was too upset to go and see my babies in the storage unit. I didn't want to upset them, but I'm going to have to see them. I'm definitely seeing them before I die this week. They had this tune on the streets of Chester. Chester's lovely. I love Chester. And it was saying, it's that Wish Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, that song, you know, do, 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 do. And carol singers were singing it, and oh my God, I was crying my eyes and breaking my heart. It's such a sad song. And I thought, you know, I have to die because no one's helped me at all. There is no humanity. Okay, members of the public are the ones that have fed me. Members of the public, there are some decent people out there, but they come and go. They have their own lives to lead. Of course they do. Like if I was I'm decent. If I had some money, I always used to give some to the homeless in Liverpool years ago, like a couple of quid. And then you'd move on. You wouldn't give probably that person again. You might do if you see that person again. But you're not going to be feeding that person completely every day, are you? You know, because they're genuine people. And they've seen me crying and they come up to me and ask. And then they've either given me like a £5 or gone to a McDonald's and they're helping me out because they know in my predicament that I've been left to starve. They've been kind to I thank you, members of the public, because you're the decent ones that have helped me. Nobody on here has helped me because this is obviously going to the wrong sort of people. I've not had one person, not one single person, off the internet, off TikTok, that's why I came off that, off here, this YouTube, Facebook, any of those things, and nobody's lifted one finger to help me, I can honestly say that. Because it's obviously full of people who just, trolls who just think I'm in a house of amusement. Well, anyway, you've lost me now, because I'll be dead this week, so you won't be able to have fun poking fun at me anymore, will you? But if you are genuine, please help me. If this can get to somebody genuine, please help me. To make my last few days on earth more bearable. There's no way I can stand Christmas on my own. There's no way I can stand it. I'd be stuck here in this terrible place with these awful staff who just ignore you. Their hard as nails are horrendous. They've shown me nothing but hostility. I mean, it's charming, isn't it? When you go out, they break in, open all your windows, gave me a serious chest infection because of that. Move everything around, snoop. There's no privacy whatsoever, and it's against the law because it said it in the book. You saw the brochure. And as well as that, then they steal. The only bit of pleasure I had was some chocolates in the hallway, and they stole those off me. It's disgraceful. This place. They've shown me nothing but hostility. And when I've gone back at night, crying my eyes out, so I'm so unhappy. And all I've been shown is hostility. Like some of the decent ones who are younger, who are more innocent, decent ones, have come on, are you okay? And they let you in through the door, because the others won't let me in through the door. I could be struggling with that key, and they'll just walk past me and ignore me. They're horrible. Anyway, one night I can remember I was crying my eyes out. Some girl, I want you here. We've got jobs to do. And then she said, oh, if you're crying, keep the noise down because we have sick people here. So I thought, you heartless bitch. And that's the honest truth. I've got nothing to thank anyone for. And as well as everything else, in Birkenhead, there is no help at all. I think Liverpool do have a lot more help in the outskirts of Liverpool. I haven't been there because I'm not under them, so they won't let me go. But Birkenhead, and it's funded by the National Lottery, these things, so people need to be aware and report this on my behalf. One is called Tomorrow's Women. Jesus. They are useless. They pretend to help you all over the first time you go in. And then after that, they don't want to know. So they don't help you because this other person told me they're useless, they won't help you. And I thought, oh, they're pleasant the first time, but they don't want to be bothered, so I came away from there. Then they send you to somebody's name, Charles, somebody who has killed himself. And there's a charity set up for that, for suicide prevention. Well, I've never felt such suicidal after being in there, to be honest. And somebody else said exactly the same, and they didn't go back. That's funded by the National Lottery. I was starving that day, or she could offer me a packet of crisps and that was it. But seeing it's funded by the National Lottery, they could do a hell of a lot more. And then, so I didn't go back there. She never rung to see how I was. There's no checkup. They don't give a shit. They're getting paid by the National Lottery to do nothing in these places, by the way. The only charity who has done anything is Salvation Army, because that's a proper charity, isn't it, with an old-fashioned charity with a proper name. And they did give me the bedding. They sent that out. They're very busy. You don't have contact from them. But they just sent that out. So they do their job. They just send out what you need. That's the only one that helped. So, and then they've got all these connect us, and involve, Wirral, involve. They couldn't be less involved. I've left numerous messages. They said, are they going to get me clothes bank? The clothes bank people are meant to come because I have no clothes. They never came. Nobody contacts you. They all take your number, say they're going to, and they do not. They don't. You can ask Donna. You can ask anybody. Anybody who's in my predicament will agree with you that there is zero help out there. Because people say, oh, there's a lot of help. Well, find me the help then, please, and give it to me, because there isn't any. I cannot guarantee on this. So everybody takes your number. You go to these cafes and things who said, oh, they'll help you. I remember the woman last Saturday took me into a cafe in Hoylake. I was desperate. Hadn't eaten anything for days. And I went in there in a terrible state. They gave me a scone and a very nice sponge cake and a bit of quiche, and I had it and I was starving. And they took my number, said, oh, the boss will ring you. Don't worry. They'll help you. They'll help you. They'll help you. No contact whatsoever. Nobody's rung me. And this happens everywhere you go. They have a shop in Birkenhead called Cafe Number 7, meant to be helping the homeless. They don't. It's all a farce. You go in there. Once they gave me like toast on cheese or something. She was very nice the first time, and a cream cake. And I went out and I thought, oh, it's okay. You go back the second time. Reluctantly, I was given it this time. Very angry about it, I could tell. And after that, I've been refused. They gave me some old dirty Frankfurters in a bag that I had to put in there, like, to put it straight in the bin. And some out-of-date orange juice, and that's the honest truth. So that's just a lie, so you can't go back there. That's no good. They make you feel this big because you don't have any money and everything, and they treat you like, well, it's awful. I mean, when you have no money, you're treated like a lump of shit. You really are. You're treated terribly. But if you go into these places and throwing the money about, they're all over you. That's the difference. I've noticed that. Oh, God, yes, you noticed the other end of the scale. And you're treated like a nuisance, like a lump of shit, like they don't want to help you. They want you to die. They want me to kill myself. Well, you've won, the lot of you, because I will be doing it. And the thing is, it's terrible that it's come to this, but I'm going to do it. I've got to do it now. And thankfully on here, I can thank all of you watching me on YouTube. You've helped me to kill myself easier because you've shown me no support at all. You've given me zero support, which has helped me. Because if I had had kindness of you and you'd actually helped me, then I'd have probably not done it. But now there was no help. And, oh, they think there's help by... Oh, they contact the police and this farewell check business you get. So all that happens with that is the police know it's a bloody load of rubbish too. They're on my side. They have to come out. I'm sorry, we have to do it again. Another farewell check. And just to say we've seen you, you're safe and well, you're alive. Tick you off the box. We go back. And that's all a safe, well, a fucking farewell check is. It's ridiculous. Oh, they called an ambulance, somebody did for me, because I was suicidal. An ambulance was called 11 a.m. It comes here at 6 a.m. the following day. And I said, well, I would have killed myself by now. What's the fucking point? And she agreed herself. So I said, well, it's awful sending an ambulance to me when I'm suicidal anyway. I shouldn't be given one because I'm choosing to die. Other people having heart attacks, serious road accidents, having babies, that type of thing. They're choosing to live, so they need the ambulance, not me. End of. It's a load of bollocks and they can't do anything anyway. What do? You sit in an A&E. I've been there. I've got the T-shirt. 48 hours, Liverpool A&E. Staff there, very nice, don't get me wrong. Can't do anything. You see the psychiatrist, he said, there's nothing wrong with you, you've got a sound mind. He said, I can't prescribe anything because there's no illness to prescribe anything for. So all I can do, he said, is I think you are in a breakdown. I'm not surprised. It's severe poverty. And most people are families, you see, who bail them out. And either give them money to help them cope or they stay with them. So because I was on the streets and I had nobody and no money, this is the thing, you're trapped in severe poverty then, and nobody cares, and nobody does care, and that's the honest truth, and he knew that. Because that's what my mother knew, that's why she wanted to kill me, and she was so right. She was going to suffocate me. I was really happy with that. Then she was going to take a pile of pills and we'd have died together, and that would have been it. So I wouldn't have been left in this cruel, heartless world, and she was right. Because I am. I've been left now over Christmas with no money and no food. Only the crap from the food bank, which I can't eat. I can't even open them because I don't even have a tin opener. So, I mean, that's why I'm going to have to go off and kill myself before then, and I'm going to do it. It's just I feel the only guilt I feel is my babies in the storage unit in Chester. I love them so much. My rag dolls. And I don't know how I'm going to get a solicitor. I need somebody to help me because nobody is helping me on here. You're just finding me a source of amusement. And I mean, well, you can find that when I'm dead, can't I? You move on to the next person to bully, I suppose. But I mean, the thing is, it's wicked, actually, that there is no help out there. Because there is no help out there, I'm telling you. Well, the authorities provide no help. The only help is the odd member of the public who happens to be a decent human being, and there are some. And I'm reaching out in case somebody new comes on here, because all the people that are on here now don't give a shit. But somebody new might come on here today and see me and help me. I want my babies out of storage, and I want you to move me to a nice place where I'm safe, because it's horrible here. Staff here are corrupt. It's bloody horrible. And I'd rather get back into Chester West Council any day, even though they were bastards, as I said. You know, they were hard and everything. But I was much safer with them, because at least they did the jobs more professionally. I would never dreamt I'd be saying this, but honestly, they did. They used to come out to the hotel. As they said, he sent people out, checked I wasn't mentally ill and things. He got that right, because the hospital agreed. And then he was coming out, and they signed a thing to say they'd been out. But at least they've been out. This social worker hasn't been near me. She hasn't contacted me since she deposited me here. She's just left me. I've had no contact whatsoever from her. And she's getting paid, this Rachel Turpin, on the Wirral. But it was funny that, because when I made the complaint, I went through to the helpline, and the man, I didn't know her surname. I said, Rachel. He said, it'll be Turpin. He said, you need to change. He knew what I was dealing with. So I went through to another man. He put me through and said he changed it. He'd done something on the thing. Then the woman, her boss, rings back to say she's her best social worker and she's not changing it or taking me off the case. Like I have no right in the situation. Like all my rights have been stripped off me. Like I'm either